Good morning. It is Tuesday, June 18th, and this is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, I shared some of my memories of working on the Kresta in the afternoon team yesterday with Marcus Peter. But first, your local weather and this news. Two victims of the Rochester Hills splash pad shooting remain in critical condition this morning. That's according to Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard. Of the 9 victims who were shot, 2 have been released from the hospital, while a third is awaiting release soon. Here's Sheriff Bouchard.
We recovered a 9mm handgun, a Glock Model 43 semi-automatic. There were, now that our crime scene has processed that area, originally we had accounted 28 casings. It looks like there are now, we've accounted for 36 casings on scene.
Bouchard also alerted the public to a fake GoFundMe page that was set up for someone claiming to be a victim of the shooting at the splash pad. It initially collected more than $15,000. The site was able to return the money to donors, so the scammer did not profit. In election news, former President Donald Trump is trying to reach out to black voters. He spoke to black community leaders and headlined an event in Detroit over the weekend.
With the help of everyone here today, we're going to win the state of Michigan this November. We're going to fire crooked Joe Biden. We are going to evict the Biden crime family from the White House, and we are going to make America great again.
Trump told the crowd that Michigan was better off when he was president, said if he was reelected, he would eliminate the push for electric vehicles that the EPA implemented under Biden. He also visited a black church where he joined a roundtable discussion about issues affecting black Americans. When asked how to encourage black entrepreneurship, Trump said Detroit politicians need to, quote, stop the crime. Trump also claimed without evidence that the election could be rigged. Michigan will be a battleground state that both the Biden and Trump campaigns see as a must-win. The U.S. Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights says the University of Michigan failed to properly assess whether incidents on campus have created a hostile environment for Jewish and Palestinian individuals. The department found that the university only investigated one of 75 complaints made to the school from the 2022-23 school year through February of this year. The office and U of M announced a resolution agreement on Monday that does not address wrongdoing, but agrees to comply with federal Title VI requirements. The National Weather Service is issuing an excessive heat warning for southeast Michigan through Friday. It's in effect for Genesee, Macomb, Oakland, and Wayne counties. Officials are predicting heat indices to reach between 95 to 100 degrees each afternoon this week. Health officials are reminding the public to drink plenty of water, wear lightweight and light-colored clothing, and keep outdoor activities to a minimum. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. Your local weather's next. Now this.
This is Franciscan Father Greg Friedman for the Catholic Communication Campaign with a message about faithful citizenship. Our political debates are sometimes more like a war of words. Exchanges on talk radio and in blogs are often vicious and not always truthful. The gospel challenges us to confront contemporary issues in the light of gospel truth and charity. The U.S. bishops are calling for civility in politics. Do your part to bring Christian charity to the public arena. Go to faithfulcitizenship.org.
We have that excessive heat warning in effect until Friday at 8 p.m. Our high today will be near 94, but the heat index could reach 101. Tonight we'll see a bit of a reprieve. Our low will be 76. On Juneteenth, it will be partly sunny and hot. Our high will be near 95. Both Thursday and Friday will be mostly sunny with highs in the mid-90s. Be sure to limit your time working outside if possible and stay hydrated. We have a heat advisory in effect until Friday at 8 p.m. Our high today will be near 92, and we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Tonight we'll cool off and our lows will be around 76. On Juneteenth, it will be mostly sunny and hot. Our high will be near 95. Thursday and Friday, we may see some afternoon showers and thunderstorms, and our highs will be around 90. I had the opportunity yesterday to sit down with Marcus Peter on Kresta in the Afternoon to share some of my memories of working on the Kresta in the Afternoon team. I was thinking about, as you were talking with Matt Swain, talking about how great of a radio host Al was, and he was a great talk radio host. It was a great interview. But I think one of the things he's going to want to be remembered most for is being an evangelist. As our motto at Ave Maria Radio is build the church and bless the nations. Well, how do we build the church? We have to go out and spread the gospel. We have to go teach people the gospel. I can remember one of the interviews that we did right after the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. We had George Floyd's pastor on the program who had written a few books. And that was another instance where Al looked at it and said, there's a Christian story here. There's a story here about conversion and about redemption. It's something that we can dive deeper into. I pointed also to the Cardinal George Pell interview, and I know Al talked to the last pro-life Democrat in Congress, Dan Lipinski. We frequently talk to the people at Democrats for Life, and I heard Monica Miller on the Best of Kresta this weekend, talking about all of Al's work for the pro-life movement. And we were blessed to have a host in Al Kresta that was able to speak competently about those issues, that was able to help the listeners, and by extension me and Brian as the producers, to learn more about what they had to say and come out better for it.
And that's something Al was very clear about. We'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge that. He was never he's never gone on the air and said, I urge you to only vote along this party line and nothing else. If anything, he wanted us to be informed of the issues, and he tackled the issues on both sides so that we could make true prudential moral judgments.
Oh, we would frequently get calls from people complaining that we were defending the right too much, and then 5 minutes later we get a phone call from someone complaining that we were going to be voting for Joe Biden. And it's, Al wasn't that. We were authentically Catholic. Al was authentically Catholic and raised questions about what concentrated about his material well-being, but what focused on, the dignity of life, promoting the church, promoting unity in the church. And that's something that we ought to take away and something we ought to live by example. All week this week, we are going to be celebrating the life of Al Kresta. You can leave your comments by calling us at 877-288-1077 or by going to AveMariaRadio.net and clicking on the In Memoriam banner. That does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley, and Lord willing, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, goodbye.